Hi, my name is Angie Nader from the Marina Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here with Robina from Robina's Organics. And we're here at her farm today, and she's going to go ahead and show us what her and her family they do here at the farm and all the great awesome things you can get.
So what we do is, instead of, if you see, not 2 acres of one crop like the strawberries here or the celery, we decided to do just a small C.S.A. Right? And C.S.A. stands for Community Supported Agriculture. We're doing it differently from the standard model where you pay upfront and the farmer has enough money to then invest in seed and the farming. We decided we would just grow a little bit, and whoever was interested, if they bought a basket, a weekly basket, and if it wasn't every week, that was fine as well, they pay as they buy. But what I'm going to do is walk you through so you can see the variety of things.
Definitely, thank you.
So I always like borders of sunflowers. These are called Mexican sunflowers. This is calendula and this is medicinal. So I mix up stuff. And then of course you can recognize the kale. I have a little bit of collard left that's overgrown there. So I must have through January grown about 5 or 6 different things. But some things I leave because they shade stuff. So as you can see the pumpkins there, those are left over from last year. So there's seed in the ground which come up, so I just shaded them. So all of these, I had a solid wall of these kinds of sunflowers here, and they're coming back from last year. This is chrysanthemum. It's also called shinjuku. Japanese, you can eat it raw in salads. It's also medicinal, and one of the major pesticides that is used in organic farming is derived from this. So instead of using too much of that pesticide when it's necessary, I like to grow this because it's natural here, right? So here's the changeover. We just started the lettuce. That's the scarlet kale that we planted a couple of weeks ago. Japanese turnips, and it's fenugreek, and it's also medicinal.
So you guys pick them and you guys bunch them right out of the ground.
Them here. We put them in water to clean them up a little bit. There's a watering station over there where you can wash them up. So mostly what everyone will do, and you can see the tractor over there, once they're done with a crop, they will disc it completely and everything goes back in the soil, but it always looks nice and pretty. Ours doesn't. Because what we like to do is what was growing, we let it dry out. So I had cilantro here, and then we use it as mulch. So it stops the seeds, right? And so all of this we are now cleaning up. We let the leftovers be in the furrows to stop the weeds, and then we're planting new things here. And this is fennel. I'm saving it for seed. Tomatoes, there are about 7 or 8 different kinds of tomatoes. What we discovered, we always bought transplants for onions, and I'll show you on top. However, we discovered if we just put the seed, they germinate really well, and we could transplant them. So it's a cost-saving kind of thing. We transplanted quite a bit. Then we let these grow, and they drying out and they're useful. The small ones we're going to use to plant for the next crop, but the big ones we can use. Have you for my...
Oh, your peppers.
Yeah, I have all kinds of peppers here. I have high basil. I have eggplant. I harvested most of the eggplant, but you might see some there. And then more onions. I have the bell peppers. And here you can see some big bell peppers.
Ooh, there's a lot of tomatoes in here too.
Here. And then I have in between basil, peppers, and tomatoes are compatible. So here in between, and it got all overcrowded, I have serranos, I have jalapenos, and I have Thai chilies.
Oh, you have a lot of
And then
stuff.
over there, I have lots of basil, and then some celery from earlier before. And as I said, I have Thai basil as well. So all along in between, I have basil and chilies. Here are the Thai chilies.
These are the, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I see one. Thai chili.
Right. So I have more along, and then I have jalapenos as well.
Well, I'm Thai cuisine needs to find out that you have Thai chilies, don't they?
And I have lemongrass.
And you have lemongrass too.
Lemongrass, Thai basil. And my dream is to be able to do the farm to restaurant for Marina, and it's really hard to get in. So I have all kinds of winter squashes, spearmint, pumpkin. So this was, I'll let you figure out if you can see what it is. What do you
They
think?
are sesame seeds.
No.
No?
Taste it.
Okay.
What do you think it is? And this is just accidental. I was doing microgreens.
Are they seeds?
Yeah, they're seeds. It's flax.
Ah.
So I had microgreens of flax, and then I've been experimenting. If I let it grow, what do I get? And I have flax. Ready-made, the most juicy, wonderful.
Oh,
I just
wow.
have to harvest it. And the healthiest, and no spray, no pesticide.
Oh, wow.
So I have to harvest this and take it in.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. But that's turmeric.
This is turmeric.
Yes. And over here, not doing so well, because when it was covered with weeds, it was doing really well. So it needs a lot of protection. That's ginger.
Ginger.
So I'm trying to do that on a larger scale. So we can go over. Here's the chrysanthemum. And I have different kinds of pumpkins spread all over. This is one of the ones that get really huge. So it's just coming. Here's the yellow ones.
Oh, I see another yellow one back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. When they get too big, people don't like them. They like the young. See these other kinds of squashes. The Japanese cucumbers. And they get really big if you let them. And that's my turmeric from last year that came back. I have some sweet corn along here. And you can see the huge pumpkins. They're going to change color. This is newly planted celery. Yellow, white, and red. We've been including these forever in our C.S.A. basket. And they're really nice and tasty. It's bok choy, but a red kind. We try and do things that are different. Well, but they're still a little bit small. Some people like the baby beets, so with the greens, so we include those. So 2 lines of red and 2 lines of green. As the cauliflower comes up, you have to tie it up to protect the flower. So we'll see some broccoli as well. So, as you can see, it's just, and another week and it's going to be pretty big, ready to harvest. A few of the restaurants in Marina wanted this. I could bunch it up and bring it to them. They're beautiful purple carrots. They're actually, let me see if I can get one. They're rainbow carrots.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah. A little bit more. Fava beans.
Mm-hmm.
We just did, but the seed is still in there, so the fava beans are coming in the water at the watering station.
So you always request that people bring their own
Bring
bags.
their own bag because they're picking up from our home, right? And it's $20 for a basket. But as you can see, depending on what there is, this would cost you not $20, and it's all organic.
Definitely.
Right, so it would cost you a lot to do this at the regular grocery store. And so some weeks there may not be as much, but there's some basics always. Onions through the whole year. And our last year's crop was really good, so we were able to do onions. We've been able to do onions without a break all year long. And it's cheap because you're picking up from us, but Evan and I have been working on being able to deliver, and so we would charge for the delivery. So we do the same basket, deliver Friday or Saturday is what we're thinking, and $25.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, it's very reasonable, and you know, it's good product.
And you said you were going to give me garlic too.
Oh,
Show us the garlic.
Garlic. And take your pick.
Can I take 2 of them?
Yeah, you may.
Perfect. Thank you.
And that's heirloom, so we're saving most of it to replant because last year I sold some of my garlic. It was so good to a seasoned farmer. She came and looked at it, and she saw the quality of it, and she said, "Can I buy it for seed?" So I gave her 5 pounds of my very best. And so as you can see, this is really good. So we're going to save most of it to replant. We did contact some retailers. They loved it. They loved our onions. But the hassle of taking it from here. So I think a store or a restaurant works better for us to keep it small that way instead of... And the retail business is so challenging for small farmers.
So your goal is to get into Marina restaurants.
Right.
Okay.
Restaurants and grocery stores.
And you know what?
C.S.A.
And we have a lot of good restaurants in Marina that could use your produce. So we'll hit them up. We'll tell them about you.
So we've been going to some. They love the product, but we never get an order. And we're able to supply them week after week after week with this whole range.
Well, thank you, Robina, for having me, and I wish you success in your farm, and you're going to keep in touch with us, right?
Of course. So I'm hoping the word gets out and more people can at least join the C.S.A. to begin with, and then the restaurants and grocery stores.
Definitely, and I plan on coming out here to see your winter crop as well.
Okay, wonderful then.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.